Welcome, Breathing Fire Yogis, to your Humble Goddess Vinyasa Level 2 practice. This practice is for experienced practitioners only. If you did practice along to the level 1 and you found that difficult, then this video is the next level up and it's not currently for you. So just as we're getting started here today, you can come on and say hello. And I just wanted to start today with, so I'm a student of a text called A Course in Miracles. And it's a Christian mystical text. I refer to it as a yogic text written in Christian terms. It's not prerequisite for this course. It's not something I'm going to spend too much time talking about. But every day there's a lesson for every day of the year or an affirmation. And today the affirmation is, I will receive what I request. And at first it had me stuck because I thought, well, what am I requesting? What do I request? What do I really, really want? Prosperity, abundance, but is it really appropriate to ask for that right now? I'm not going to tell you if that's the case for you and that's what you're asking for. But I was waiting for a resonance to come on inside of me. And the resonance that came on inside of me was, I will receive what I request, love, peace, and joy. And then that changed my inner resonance and I started to feel better. So if you want to play with affirmations, I do recommend it. And as we keep love, peace, and joy in mind today, we will be coming back to that. And so if you guys do need blocks, go ahead, grab them. We're going to start on our backs. As always, honor the intuitive inclinations of your body as we move. If you have any questions during the class, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hold comments until the end of the practice and I will stick around and answer questions. So hello, Leah. I'm gonna heart that and we'll get started. Humble Goddess Vinyasa Level 2, and I will be projecting my voice. So coming down to the backs, and bringing the knees to the chest, or taking any movements here that your body is calling for. And you can stay still through center, or gently rock side to side. And if it's comfortable for your neck, the head can rock opposite direction of the knees. And we'll pause through center, and you can leave your knees squeezed to the chest, or you can extend the legs out long or find a constructive rest pose. And starting with 3 cleansing breaths at the pace of your breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, sigh. And again, inhale. Exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. And when you're ready, bringing the breath back in and out through the nose. Swallowing a couple of times if that helps to lubricate the throat. Gaze is soft or the eyes are closed. Gentle smile plays on the corners of the lips. And we're taking long, slow breaths in. And long, slow breaths out. Softening and relaxing on the exhales. Tension from the muscles and the mind melting away with the breath. More soft along the front of the throat. Softening, relaxing, tissues, flesh, above, below, and surrounding the collarbones. Any flesh hugging the skull softens its grip. And we feel that softness gently rippling like ocean waves down the back of the neck and softening and relaxing spaces between and along the inside of each shoulder blade. And if you have the hands on the body, you can breathe the body into the hands. Remember, when we can consciously elongate the exhalations, that helps us to relax the central nervous system. Making any adjustments, micro adjustments as necessary to be as comfortable as possible here. Staying relaxed through the back, mid-back, down into the low back. Shoulders, ribs, pelvis, resting comfortably on the mat. Forehead is relaxed. We're reorienting our awareness to the body, the breath. Being easy as we practice today. Not moving into any pain sensations, sharp, shooting, searing sensations. But moving within sensations we can breathe easy through. And going deeper where the body is inviting us to go deeper. And easing off where the body is inviting us to ease off. So not straining as we practice today, but moving mindfully and allowing the movement to flow naturally with the breath. Honoring the intuitive inclinations, the wisdom of your body as we move. If the legs are out long, we'll leave them there. Otherwise, heel-toeing the feet towards each other. Mindfully extending each leg out long, flipping the hands off the body, palms facing up by the hips. Breathing in, breathing out, wiggling fingers and toes, bringing gentle movement into the body. At the bottom of the next out breath, engaging the low belly. And on the inhale, reaching the arms up over the head, yawning, stretching fingers down to the toes. Exhaling, relaxing, shoulders down, ribs in, toes flapping open. Breathing in. Breathing out, hands down beside the hips, low belly draws in. When we inhale, slide one foot in towards the buttocks. Exhaling, leaning into that foot. And inhaling, sliding the other foot in. Pausing here, noticing if we need to make any adjustments through low back, pelvis, shoulder blades, head, neck. Throat is relaxed. And as you inhale, drawing the knees to the chest, grabbing knees or shins, whatever is available. Breathing the belly into the thighs. And exhaling here, gently rocking side to side. The jaw stays relaxed. Massaging the back, noticing how the hip flexors feel. And then pausing through center, right hand meeting right knee, left hand, left knee. Inhaling knees to the chest. And exhaling, drawing circles with the knees in either direction. Circles big, small, slow, or fast, whatever's comfortable, intuitive, and appropriate for you. Next, inhale, knees to the chest. And exhale, circles with the knees opposite direction. Promoting balance in the body as we move. On your next inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, reaching fingertips and toes up to the sky, softening into the elbows and the knees, staying still. We're shaking out the arms and the legs, flesh loosening from the bones and the joints. Pausing the shaking, circles, hands, feet one direction. Jaws relaxed. And circles, hands, feet, opposite direction. And then we'll pause and hug the knees to the chest, throats relaxed. We breathe in. Breathe out, dropping the feet down, wiper blading the knees, teeing the arms out to the sides. Feet as wide as the hips or wider. Go ahead, moving with your breath, inhaling knees through center. And exhaling, dropping the knees to the right. You can leave them there for 3 to 5 breaths. Or inhale, knees through center, rolling across the sacrum. And exhale, dropping the knees over to the left. Inhaling, knees through center. Exhaling, knees right. Inhaling, knees through center. Exhaling, knees left. And we'll either do 2 more side to side here. If you are being still, drawing the knees over to the left. Be mindful here of the sacrum, the sacroiliac joints, the tailbone. And then 1 more movement here. Exhaling, knees side to side. Finishing off right and then left. And we'll all inhale, knees through center. Knees to the chest 1 final time until we meet on the back at the end of the practice. Sighing if you need to. Breathing in. Breathing out, rolling off to the side, right or left, pausing for a moment on the side. Body relaxes as we collect our breath. And then exhaling, leaning into that supporting hand, low belly draws in. And we inhale, rise up to the hands and the knees. For neutral tabletop, cat-cow, shoulders wrist stack, knees hip stack, fingers spread wide. And at the pace of your breath, inhaling, dipping the belly, lifting the gaze. And exhaling, pulling the chin to the chest and rounding the spine. Inhaling, dipping the belly, lifting the gaze. And exhaling, sinking down through the index finger knuckles as we round. 3 more. Inhale, again, moving at the pace of your breath. Exhale. Last 2, inhaling into our cow curl, touching the spine. Exhaling for cat, this round. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. And we inhale back through our neutral tabletop. Downward dog, tucking the toes, setting up the hands somewhere between shoulder and mat width apart. You can send the hips back to the heels. Forward inhale, and then exhale back. Or here, leaning into the hands, we exhale, low belly draws in, lift the knees. And then exhale. Hips up, downward facing dog, our inverted V. We're sinking down through those index finger knuckles, down through the big toe mounds. Staying where you are, we can walk out the dog, bending into one knee, bringing the sole of the opposite foot to the floor. Then bending the other knee, just gonna pop out. Feels good. Shaking the head no. Nodding the head yes. And then coming into our first sequence here, starting in a warrior 2. Feet together at the back of the mat. If it's helpful to set up the stance, stacking the hips only if it's safe in your body. Breathing out. And then we breathe in. Exhaling, leaning into that right foot. And then inhale, left foot floating up. And as we exhale, we step the left foot to the hands. Pause, soften, the fascia adjusts. And then pivoting, anchoring down to that right heel. Feet are perpendicular, warrior 2, low belly's drawn in. And we inhale, allowing the right arm to sweep us up. Readjusting the stance as we need to. Forehead's relaxed. We're plugging down through big toe pads, toe mounds, down through the back baby toe mound. Leave the hands at the heart or the arms float up. Staying still here through center. Well, for those of you who pulse with Spanda, the cosmic pulse of the universe, the universal heartbeat. It's a subtle inhale as we ease out. And then subtle movement as we exhale in. Only if that's comfortable for the front knee. Inhale. And then exhale, we deepen in. We'll do 2 more, inhaling. It's a subtle easing off. Exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale, reconnecting to the feet, breathing in. Breathing out, preparing for exalted warrior, front palm up. We want to lengthen forward, we inhale. Right side body lengthening here, maintaining the length, and we exhale back. Looking up at the elbow crease or higher. Some of us may want to straighten the front knee. You play here, the front knee, hand at the hip, wrapped around the back, or hand gently grazing the back leg. So it's a left side body stretch. Throat is relaxed. Being mindful of those sacroiliac joints coming out if this is causing you pain. And then 1 more full breath in. Breathing out, back through our warrior 2 for triangle. As we inhale, we straighten through the front knee. Plug down through big toe pads, toe mounds, and exhale, glide. Bend the front knee. Take the hand to the shin if you don't have a block, or the hand can always rest on a block. Looking down to the side, or only up if it's happening naturally and it's comfortable for the neck. Staying connected here, feet to pelvis. Allowing the body to make micro adjustments. And then one more full breath in here. Breathing out, looking down, lunge, hands left and then right, travel down. We step that right foot back. So pausing here in stillness, low belly's drawn in, front knee stacked about above the heel. Using a block under the right hand if you need to. And then leaning into the right hand, twisting here as the low belly draws in, and we inhale, twist open to the left. And we're reaching up through the fingertips, not extending back through the shoulder. Just being mindful of the joints here. And then one more full breath in. Exhaling, left hand down. We're going to drop down through this right knee for low lunge, Anjayanasana, rooting down through the top of the foot. Inhale, pull the right hip forward as we lengthen up through the crown. The hands can come up if it's comfortable, apart or together. If we have the space here, we can extend, keeping the pelvis stable. Breathing easy. And then with your breath, one more full breath in. And then breathing out through neutral spine, folding forward, preparing now for half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So some of you may need blocks. So we tuck the back toe, lift the knee. And then gently here, coming forward. So either hands on the mat or grabbing your blocks. This elevates the body. You take the pinching or relieve some of the pinching in that left hip flexor. So we press this right foot into an imaginary wall, staying soft at the front of the ankle, staying right here, focusing on the balance, adjusting the placement of the left hand as necessary. If we have the space, we lean over into that left hand, right hip stacks on the left. You can always draw this right hand up to the hip, breathing easy, throat's relaxed, or the arm flutes up. My plant is in the way of my face. And taking one more full breath in here. Breathing out, right hand to the hip rolls down. We pause in a tuck, relax the head, the back, catch the breath. And then planting the hands, stepping right, and then left foot back. Plank or downward dog. You can always rest in child's pose too if you need to. We're lengthening through the crown. Relaxing the face. Noticing if that joy is starting to move or creep its way into the body. And then one more full breath in here. Then exhale, chaturanga, elbows tuck close. You can pull the body through, touch it down if you want to find the lunar element of the practice. Inhale, rise either into a cobra or an upward dog. You do not have to tuck your toes. And on your next exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Catching the breath. And just because of the space that I'm working with here, you're not going to see the front side of my body, but I will do my best to project my voice. So warrior two on the right, feet together at the back of the mat. If it's helpful to set up the stance, we breathe in. Breathe out, leaning into the left foot. Inhale, right foot floating up. And as we exhale, we step the right foot to the hands, pause and soften. The fascia adjusts. And then pivot, anchoring down to that left heel. Feet are perpendicular for warrior two, Virabhadrasana B. Next inhale, This left arm sweeps us up and into position. You can leave the hands resting on the heart. Plugging down through big toe pads, toe mounds, not straining the back knee. And anchoring down through that left baby toe mound. Ready, arms float up. Look over that front middle finger here. Staying still. Or inhale, subtle easing out. And exhale, deepening and dropping the weight into the feet. Spine to palms. Inhale. Exhale, the neck is relaxed. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Breathing in, preparing for Exalted Warrior. Breathing out from palm up. If it feels good in your body, we inhale, lengthen forward, maintaining this left side body length. And exhale back, looking up at the elbow crease or higher, or off to the left. Hand at the hip or around the back. You play here if you need to. The angle here of the front knee. And if the hand is down that back leg, fingertips are grazing or not even touching. And we're connected here, aware, feet to pelvis, hands to shoulders. And one more full breath in. Breathing out, back through Warrior 2 for triangle next. We inhale, changing the angle of the back foot if you need to. And then exhale, glide forwards. So plugging down through big toe pads, toe mounds, down through that back baby toe mound. Looking down to the side or up, only up if it's comfortable and natural for the neck. Forehead's relaxed. Always have a micro bend in the front knee, taking the shin if you need to, if you don't have a block. And then one more full breath in. Breathing out, we look down, left, and then right hand travel down for lunge, stepping that left foot back. Pausing here, front knees above the heel, low belly's drawn in, our shoulders are relaxed. And then leaning into the left hand, either on the mat or the block. And as we inhale, we twist open to the right. Again, reaching up through the fingertips and not back through the shoulder blade. And breathing easy. And then one more full breath in here. Exhale, right hand down, dropping down to the left knee for lunge, low lunge, Anjanasana. And stay down with the hands. We're untucking the back toes. We root down through the top of the foot, connecting to our core line. And then inhale, rise. So that left hip is pulling forward. Hands are apart or together. Staying relaxed through the neck. Lengthening upwards through the hands and only extending back. We have that space. And then one more full breath in. Breathing out. We're going to come back through that neutral spine. Fold forward now, preparing for half moon. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knee. And then when you're ready, we're going to launch. And some of you may need to use blocks. Again, it can alleviate some of the pinching in that right hip. Bending this front knee as much as you need to. We're pressing this left foot into an imaginary wall. So we've got this standing foot quality. Staying relaxed as we can through the front of the ankle. And if we are stacking the hips, we're going to lean over into the right hand, adjusting the placement as necessary. Left hip stacks this side on right. That left hand will start to float up. And the arm can flute right up, reaching up through the fingers, noticing in your body which side you're steadier on. For me, it was my left. One more full breath in here. Breathing out. Left hand to the hip down. We pause here in a tug. Shake out the head, sigh if you need to. Relax. And then plank, stepping left. And then right foot back. Shoulders above the wrists. We're lengthening through the crown. Sinking down through those index finger knuckle mounds and reaching back into those big toe mounds. And then one more full breath in. Breathing out, chaturanga, elbows tuck close. That's important. You can pull the body through it, touch down, connecting to the lunar element of the practice. And then inhale, rise, lower core, hot, cobra, lower high, or upward facing dog. And on your next exhale, pressing back, downward dog, shaking out the head if you need to. Taking a few cycles of breath here. I'm just going to pause to check the time, grab a drink of water. We do have one more cycle to go through, one more sequence. Jaw stays relaxed. And then building on our level 1, going from warrior 1, launching into a bounce, warrior 3. And then we come down, pulsing 4 movements of lunge. You can stay still if you need to, either in lunge or pyramid. And then we're going to come down and twist and offer our love, our peace, and our joy out to the world. And then we'll have another forward back lunge pulsing movement, finishing off with a pigeon pose, dove, Kapotanasana, peace. So starting with our left foot forward, warrior 1, we breathe in. Breathe out, leaning into that right foot. Inhale, left foot floats up. And as we exhale, we step the left foot to the hands, pause and soften. And stepping that right foot in until we can anchor down to the heel, both heels down. And inhale, slowly we rise off the front thigh. Headlights on the hips facing forward, ribs in. Hands can be at the hips, the heart, or the arms float up. Softening the knees. Staying soft above and below the collarbones. Gaze somewhere in the center line of the vision, either forward or up. My body doesn't feel like overextending today. And then one more full breath in. Breathing out, we're going to start to lift that right heel. And then inhale, we launch, balancing warrior 3. So toppling tree, hands to the hips. We stay right here. Or if we have the balance, the stability, and start to draw the body parallel to the floor. You can take any variation of this warrior 3 that your body is calling for. Having some fun, if you're starting to have some fun. Just noticing where you're tensing, tightening in the body, doing our best to relax, maintaining that balance between effort and ease. And then breathing in. And exhale, we soften down into another tuck. Relax the forehead, the eyes here. And then stepping that right foot back for 4 movements of lunge, grabbing blocks. Some of you need to grab blocks. You need to. So either down here, first level, second level, third level. And staying right here, you can always drop down if you need to. Plugging down through big toe pads, toe mounds as we exhale. And then inhale, we coil through the spine, buttocks up. This is a pyramid pose. And exhale back into lunge as we radiate through the crown. And then inhale into a pyramid pose. That low belly's drawn in. Then exhale, lunge, radiating through the crown. 2 more. Inhale, coiling, rounding, being mindful of the front knee. Exhale, back through lunge, radiating through the crown. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out, dropping down to that right knee, untucking the toes. So we can stay right here. Be mindful of your back, your pelvis, the sacroiliac joints. We do have the space to go deeper. We're going to angle those left toes out to the left. You can even heel toe the left foot out slightly, opening up the knee, testing the pelvis, making sure it's stable. And then here, we're going to take our left hand to the heart. Exhale, roll to the right. The belly's drawn in. And then we inhale, and we're going to offer that love, peace, and joy out to the world. And as we exhale, we draw the hand back to the heart and roll to the right. And then inhale, we offer it out. And then exhale, hand to the heart, charging the hand with love. 2 more. Inhale, the forehead's relaxed. We sweep and twist. Exhale, hand to the heart. And then inhale, moving within your range of motion in the shoulders. And exhale, hand to the heart. Breathing in. Breathing out, left hand out, left foot in. We're going to inhale, lengthen up through the crown. You can always just stay still here in either of these poses. And then exhale, shift back. So forward and back if it's appropriate in your body. Inhaling forward, radiating through the crown. And exhale, feel the inner thighs engaged as we shift the hips back into a runner's stretch. 2 more. Inhaling forward. And exhale back. And last one, inhale forward. And exhale back. And then we inhale forward, shifting into our pigeon, Kapotanasana. Kapota is bow. Heel toe left foot to the right. You decide the angle of the shin here, supporting under the left hip as you need to. And we're going to inhale, lengthen up through the crown, staying right here. And then exhale, coming on down. Some of you may want to be on the back in recline pigeon or figure 4 stretch. You can stay upright or come down, staying relaxed as we can through the shoulders. Noticing here as the body begins to align itself, if you make any micro adjustments. I have a scoliosis in my low back. Some of these poses are a little bit more challenging for me to find the alignment, so I have to pay attention to how I feel. No searing or pulling down the tailbone or torquing across those sacroiliac joints. And one of the reasons I say this is for experienced practitioners, because if you've worked with a teacher can help you to find your alignment in these poses. And we're softening, relaxing, allowing tension from the muscles and the mind to melt away with the breath. And one more full breath in here. Breathing out, we're going to slide the hands back under the shoulders. Inhaling, rising up, tuck the back toes. And when you're ready, stepping that left foot back. So downward facing dog. You take any movements here that your body is calling for to flush that freshly oxygenated blood down through the left hip, knee, foot, your toes. Sighing if you need to. Squeezing the brows to the hairline 2 or 3 times. Letting that left side go. And now preparing for the right. Breathing in. Breathing out, leaning into the left foot. Warrior one. We inhale, right foot floats up. And as we exhale, we step the right foot to the hands, pause and soften. And then step that left foot in until the heel is down, both heels down. Front knee is bent. And slowly we're going to inhale, rise. Hips forward, ribs in. Soft above and below the collarbones. Hands in a comfortable position at the hips, heart, the arms float up. Gaze in the center line of the vision. Soft, where the neck meets the shoulders. And one more full breath in. Breathing out, we start to lift the back heel. And then inhale and launch. So your variation of Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana C, we can stay right here. In what some people call toppling tree. Or we start to draw the body parallel to the floor. Still a little bit more steady today on my left and my right. Core line plugging down through big toe pads, toe mounds. Low belly's drawn in. And one more full breath in here. And breathing out, dropping down through a tuck. The forehead relaxes as we collect the breath. And then stepping now, that left foot back for 4 movements of lunge. Breathing out, dropping down into big toe pads, toe mounds, using blocks if you need to. And then inhale into this pyramid. And exhale down into lunge, radiating through the crown. 3 more. We inhale up. Exhale, lunge, radiating through the crown. Inhale, we round and we coil into pyramid, Parsvottanasana. Exhaling back through lunge. And one more inhale. And exhale. Lunge, breathing in. Breathing out, dropping down to that left knee, untucking the toes. We lean down into that left hand. Opening up now, right toes out. Heel to the toes out as we open the knee. Staying comfortable here through the pelvis. And twisting within your range of motion in the shoulders. So here, exhale, right hand to the heart, rolling to the left. And as we inhale, we sweep and we twist, offering our love, peace, and joy out to the world. And as we exhale, hand to the heart, roll to the left. And then inhale, we sweep and we twist. And then exhale, charging the hand with love from the heart. And inhale, we sweep and we twist, not moving into pain. One more, exhale, hand to the heart. And then inhale, we sweep and we twist. And then exhale, hand to the heart. Inhale, right hand out, right toes in. Adjust the stance as we exhale. Staying still in these poses, or we inhale, lengthen through the crown. And exhale, shift back, forward to back, runner's stretch. You can always just stay right here. And we'll do 3 more. Inhaling forward, radiating through the crown. And then exhale, we shift back. Still that spanda, pulsing movement. 2 more. Inhaling forward into lunge. Use your blocks here if you need to. Exhale, shifting back. Last one, inhale forward. And exhale back. And then we inhale forward now, preparing for a pigeon or Uttanasana, dove. Heel toe that right foot over to the left, angling the shin here as much as you need to. The foot pretty close to the pelvis if that's more comfortable. Sitting up on a support, either a blanket, a pillow, or a block on the right foot if we need to, or the right hip rather. And then we inhale, lengthen up through the crown, mindful of the back, and exhale, coming on down. So the forehead stays relaxed. Collect our breath. And stay upright, or stack the forearms, the fists, maybe the opposite way, or whatever way is comfortable and helps you stay balanced through the shoulders and the pelvis. And we're taking long, slow breaths in. Long, slow breaths out. Tension from the muscles and the mind melting away with the breath. So yoga is this balancing act, balancing between effort and ease. Going for that deep, juicy stretch while maintaining stability in the joints. Not going further than the body is wanting to go. Moving within or holding poses that we can breathe easy through. And with your breath, taking one more full breath in. Breathing out, hands under the shoulders. Inhaling, rising up. Ready, tucking the back toe. On your next exhale, we're going to step back. One final downward facing dog. Be squeezing the brows to the hairline 2 or 3 times. Shake out the head. Side if you need to. Any movements here that your body is calling for to flush that freshly oxygenated blood down now through the joints on the right. Hip, knee, foot and toes. And then from here, we'll look up to the hands and walk the feet to the hands. Pausing in our Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Use blocks if you need to. Knees straight, bent. Hold the body on the thighs. Play here. Leaning forward, stacking the hips above the heels, as long as that doesn't hyperextend the knees. Maybe clasping the elbows each other. Letting the body rest on the thighs like we're in a standing child's pose. It feels good rocking side to side, maintaining awareness of the 4 corners of the feet. Breathing easy. And clasping the elbows the opposite way, rocking forward and back. And then fingers down to the mat, or blocks, lift the toes, fan them apart, connect to the 4 corners of the feet, big toe mounds, baby toe mounds, inner outer heels, softening into the knees, letting the toe pads drop down. We're plugging down through big toe pads, toe mounds, little belly draws in. And slowly, if it's comfortable, we rise, grounding and rising, allowing vertebra to stack on top of vertebra. Exhaling, weight dropping down into the feet. And inhaling, head unfurling, arms sweeping up, palms meet for 3 sweeps. Exhaling, hands to the head, and then the heart. Inhaling, arms sweeping up. Exhaling, hands to the head, and then the heart. One more, inhale, and exhale. Hands touch the head, leave the hands at the heart, 3 cycles of breath. Adjusting the stance as you need to. And dropping the hands to the sides. Maybe shaking it out. Whisper of Kundalini, whatever feels good. Sigh if you need to. And we're going to come back down through a squat. So opening up the stance for squat malasana, supporting under the heels if you need to, or sitting on a block. Breathing in, breathing out, coming down. So we either rest here, or if the knees allow us to come all the way down, if the heels come up, maybe step on a blanket or a pillow. All those resting on the knees or pressing into the inner knees, hands meeting the heart, we're lengthening up through the crown. So we collect the breath, allow our awareness to center, the flesh softens, and it's like we're lengthening and strengthening here through the spine. And then mindfully coming down to the buttocks. And then rolling down to the back for a twist. Slide those heels in, tee the arms out to the sides. We'll send the hips left, the knees right. You can twist any way you'd like, and I'll walk you through stacking the hips. Breathing in. Breathing out, low back down, leaning into the feet. And then inhale, we scoop the pelvis, lifting the hips as the spine peels up, flushing the lungs, mini bridge. Exhale, shift over now to the left, onto the right butt cheek, and drop the knees over to the right. We can leave those knees staggered or stack that left knee on the right, and with the knees together, hug them to the chest. Some of you may want to take that right hand on the left thigh to stabilize the pelvis. That left hip is sagging back. Looking up or out over the left hand. And some of us may even look over to the right, depending on your neck. Winding down, slowing the exhalations here, allowing the nervous system to relax. Deepening the breath and allowing the rib cage to expand if we have that space. Jaws relaxed. And at the pace of your breath, taking one more full breath in. Breathing out, looking up, low belly draws in. Inhaling, knees up. Exhaling, feet, hips back through the center of the mat. Opposite side, we breathe in. Breathe out, low back down, leaning into the feet. And then inhaling, lifting the hips. Spine peels up. Exhale, shifting over to the right, onto the left butt cheek, dropping the knees over to the left. Leaving the knees staggered or stacking them and hugging them to the chest. Looking up, round over that right hand. Maybe some of you off to the left. Breathing as deeply on the inhales as is comfortable. Rib cage expands. And on the exhales, we soften, relax, and slow the out breath. And one more full breath in. Breathing out, looking up, low belly draws in. We inhale, knees up. Exhale, feet, hips back through the center of the mat. Pause. We let the fascia adjust. Sigh if you need to. And then from here, happy baby or any final movements that your body is calling for. Some of you like to take a shoulder stand, a plow, maybe even a fish. It would be brief. You can wind your way into Shavasana on your pace. Sighing if you need to. When you're ready here, either release those feet or wind our way into Apanasana, hugging the knees to the chest. And then Shavasana. Either legs out long, hands on or off the body. Knees bent, constructive rest. Whatever's comfortable here for your pelvis, your back. Gaze is soft or the eyes are closed. When we're releasing and relaxing, toes to the crown. Weight of the body surrendering down as we accept the support of the earth beneath us. And we surrender and relax, allowing the body to absorb the benefits of the yoga we've done in Shavasana. Without disturbing the body, bringing the awareness back to the breath. Inhalations and exhalations lengthening. Bringing movement into the body by wiggling fingers and toes. At the bottom of the next out breath, engaging the low belly. On the inhale, reaching the arms up over the head, yawning, stretching, fingers down to the toes. Exhaling, relaxing. Breathing in. Breathing out, rolling off to the side, right or left, pausing for a moment on the side. Body relaxes as we collect the breath. Leaning into that supporting hand, the belly draws in. And we inhale, rise, meaning on the seat. Sit any way is comfortable here for you. Maybe the opposite way we're less inclined to sit and cross-legged. Sitting up on a support if you need to. Sitting bones plugged. We're lengthening up through the crown. Soft above, below, surrounding the collarbones. On your next inhale, hands meeting up at the heart. Exhaling, bowing the forehead over the fingertips. And with the hands in this Anjali Mudra, gesture of appreciation, I invite you to think of one thing you appreciate. And slowly peeling open the eyes, lifting the gaze. Thank you all. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste. It's one final forward fold.